Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in divisional round weekend of the 2020 season here in the Premier Madden League. Today, we have Dolphins versus Bills round 3. The rubber match. After these two teams split the season series, the Miami Dolphins won early in the season in convincing fashion. The Bills were lacking Josh Allen and Dalvin Cook in that game, and it definitely showed on the offensive end. But the Week 15 game had a lot more on the line. The division title and a potential first-round bye in the conference were up for grabs, and the Buffalo Bills ended up getting a last-second touchdown to win that game, and indeed win the AFC East and get a first-round bye in the playoffs. So the Bills did not play last weekend on wildcard weekend, where our Miami Dolphins took on the Indianapolis Colts, took care of business on the road to the point where Jerome Baker was named the reigning AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So that sets the stage for today's game in Buffalo, with the season on the line for two of the most impressive teams in the league as far as how these two rosters have been rebuilt since the CFM has started. The Bills have made a lot of moves for guys like Dante Fowler, Jason Kelsey, and Dalvin Cook, and it shows they have one of the most talented rosters in the league. The Miami Dolphins, a team full of youth, but a team full of talent as well when you talk about Derrick Brown, Bryce Hall, CeeDee Lamb, and Colin Johnson. So, here we are in Buffalo, and it is snowing. It's gonna be a blizzard in Buffalo in the divisional round of the playoffs. Oh my goodness. Let's get underway. Miami versus Buffalo in the rubber match in the playoffs. This is not the kind of weather we are used to down in South Florida, but here we are ready to take on the elements. The Dolphins start with the ball, and they start with Boston Scott. Back-to-back rushes. That is close to a first down, and indeed, they get the first down. Here is Scott for the third time in a row. And obviously, with the conditions the way they are, we're trying to keep things grounded as Rosen's first pass intended for Lamb is incomplete. But now here we are, third down and long, passing situation. Rosen, watch out. Here comes Hughes. Ball is out and picked up by the Dolphins. Nearly a big play early in the going. It's still a great stop on third down for the Buffalo Bills, and for the Miami Dolphins, a decent start, not a great start. Here come the Bills, and just like the way the Dolphins started off their first possession of the game, the Bills want to get the ground game going, because especially with how hard it is snowing, these are two young quarterbacks in Josh Allen and Josh Rosen. You do not want to expose them to passing the ball too many times, because then you get inaccurate passes and you get potential big play turnovers. So here we are with Josh Allen just handing the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and why not? First down, everything all good. Let's run another stretch. This time it's going to be Akeem Hunt in the game, and Hunt gets the first down. Stretch again. It's Dalvin Cook, but Jerome Baker seeks him out. Eventually we're going to need one of these linebackers or safeties to plug up some of the gaps in. Jerome Baker and Raekwon McMillan getting the job done there. Third down and 4, and it's going to be Josh Allen's first pass attempt of the game. Clean pocket, and he finds Marquise Goodwin. Part of the rebuild of this Buffalo Bills team is the receiving core of Sammy Watkins and Marquise Goodwin, former Buffalo Bills, who have made their way back up to upstate New York via trade. Second down and 9. There's Watkins in the corner. He's got the first down. The Bills are in the red zone on this impressive first drive. Dalvin Cook has been the workhorse, and here's Cook again. First down, touchdown, Buffalo! Right before the end of the first quarter, the Bills strike first. Hauschka's PAT is up and good, which is no easy given today, given how tough the kicking conditions are expected to be, as Nelson Aguilar takes the touchback, leaves a couple of footprints in the end zone, and we start at the 25-yard line. Move that ball to about the 42-yard line because a face mask penalty on Edmonds. Costly 15 yards given up there by the Bills. Here's Rosen trying to squeeze it into Lamb. That's going to be incomplete. Second down, man in motion. It's Aguilar who has the ball, who has the first down. Grant Delpit whiffs, and Aguilar all the way to the 34 as we start the second quarter. Boston Scott taking that shot from Delpit, the 6th overall pick of the draft. Here's Jakeem Grant underneath. He's got the first down, and the Dolphins are in the red zone for the first time today. Scott Scott getting a heavy workload in this one. 6 rushes, just like Dalvin Cook. Both running backs involved early and often. It's Scott spinning but not getting too far, only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8, and the Dolphins burn a timeout on this pivotal play. They want to rethink, and now here we are. Rosen, ball in the hands of Gesicki, who takes a monster shot. Doesn't get the first down, and the field goal is no good by Joey Sly. Wide to the right. The Bills take over at the 21. Here's Allen downfield. What a turn of events. Goodwin, touchdown, Buffalo. Instead of a 3-7 game, it's 0-13 because Stephen Hauschka proves just how tough the kicking conditions are, backing up his guy Joey Sly after he misses the field goal by missing the PAT. But obviously the missed field goal looms a lot larger than the missed PAT in the grand scheme of things, besides the obvious math where one is worth 1 point and the other one's worth 3 points, especially with the aftermath of that missed field goal. It was a very impressive drive, but what do we got to show for it besides being down 0-13 in, well, the playoffs? And, you know, being down this much this early might force us to throw the ball a bit more than we would like to. So we will see how this affects the game plan. The Miami Dolphins, 2nd down. Boston Scott, nice move, getting by Milano, who eventually makes the tackle, but not before Scott gets the first down. Midway in the 2nd quarter, Rosen proving why you do not want to run or pass the ball that much. These are tricky conditions, and that is going to be intercepted by Micah Hyde. The Buffalo Bills look well rested, prepared, and ready to take out the Miami Dolphins in round 3 of Bills versus Dolphins. Here comes Dalvin Cook again and again. Now it's Akeem Hunt subbing in, but this time McMillan fills up the gap. Clearly the running game needs to be stopped of the Buffalo Bills, but here goes Dalvin Cook. Mega gain, running into his own man, but still going all the way to the 46. Here's Akeem Hunt. He's not going to get too far. Once again, McMillan plugging the gap. Out the 2-minute warning. Josh Allen looking to pass. Allen in trouble, and he's got it. He's got Watkins. What a play by Josh Allen, in trouble, and he puts it in the perfect spot. And here are the Bills once again in the red zone. Dalvin Cook, what a series of moves. That's close to a first, and indeed a first down and goal with a minute remaining. Josh Adams in, and in the end zone, Buffalo has scored again. It's, well, a snowstorm as Hauschka, no good, off the upright again. But that is the only worry right now for the Bills, who have what may be almost an insurmountable lead given the conditions and given the state of this Dolphins offense. Not the offensive line you want trying to protect your quarterback when he needs to go downfield. Not the quarterback you want throwing in these conditions. Not really even the receivers you want. But we don't have time to worry about all that right now. We got to figure out how to get things done and how to get things done quickly. The Buffalo Bills get the ball to start the second half, so a score here would help some. But on 3rd down and 15, Rosen is spilled by Ed Oliver for the 2nd time in the first half. Clearly, Rosen not having the pass protection despite almost all the Miami team blocking on that play. 4th and 26, and after the Bills call a timeout, John Brown not able to get too far, and Josh Dobbs is in to take the knee to end the first half. The Bills clearly not wanting to jeopardize already what has been probably the perfect start to them, or for them, in this divisional round. And like I said, the Bills get the ball to start the second half, and you got to expect them to continue to go to this ground game while, you know, it's snowing and they have this lead. But here's Josh Allen trying to pass the ball. He's got time despite the blitz, and Watkins, he nearly had the first down, but he runs the wrong way. It's only a gain of 5. Man in motion, and it looks like Allen's going to be passing the ball again on 3rd down. Just gets it off, and he's got Dalvin Cook, who is not only involved in the rushing game, but the passing game as well. Dalvin Cook back at it, not much going on. McMillan once again in the area. 2nd down and 9. Cook on the screen. What a block from Kelsey. Oh, Jason Kelsey. It's like IHOP out here as Cook battling for every yard, and he loses the ball. He loses the ball battling, and Barry's got it. We need to see the boot and see if they all confirm the play, but instead it's called not a fumble. Ball came out after Dalvin Cook hit the ground, so the Bills maintain possession. Here's Akeem Hunt up the middle, too easy. Buffalo in the end zone again. This is officially a blowout. A hugely demoralizing game for the Miami Dolphins after what felt like a great team victory against the Indianapolis Colts. But it's just a, whoa, Nelson Agholor, hold that thought. Nelson Agholor is loose for the second week in a row. Nelson Agholor gone. Touchdown Miami. Forget all the talks about this game being out of hand and whatever you want to say, because this Miami Dolphins team is proving, at least on special teams, they're not giving up just yet. With the offense just in flux right now, sure, we'll take a special teams touchdown, but we have to stop the Bills. Ball on the ground and picked up by Beasley. Was this a fumble? Yes, it was. No booth review needed. And just like that, here's Jakeem Grant putting the Dolphins in the red zone. A touchdown here makes it a 2-possession game. Grant, open. Your touchdown has been granted. The Bills have just dominated this game for the first 26 minutes or so, but all of a sudden, here's Miami making things interesting, and with 10-minute quarters in this online CFM, there's a lot of time for things to go great for you, and then things to completely fall apart. Second down and 10, Josh Allen looking to calm things down in double coverage, and intercepted by Eric Berry. A crowd silencer by the Miami defense. And now it's up to the offense to take control of this game. Defensive and special teams have done their job. Now Josh Rosen and the boys need to prove that the offense can get it done as well to truly bring Miami back into this game. We need to convert this formerly 3rd down and 9, and now a 3rd down and 14 after a very costly penalty. The last thing you want to have happen in this situation. So here we are, 3rd down. Rosen middle. He's got Grant. It doesn't matter that the extra 5 yards were tacked on. A 1st down as Grant takes the hit. That was the play we got the game-winning touchdown on against the Arizona Cardinals. Didn't quite work out there as Scott trying to get that 1st down. It's close, and they do give him the forward progress. Here's Boston Scott outside, and Scott all the way to the 34-yard line. Field goal range at least for Miami. And just like that, they're back out. Rosen takes a costly sack, and Scott going backward there. And all of a sudden, 3rd down and 28 on maybe the final play of the 3rd quarter. Grant's got the catch. Not close to a 1st down, but at the very least, this does rope the Dolphins back into field goal range. A field goal does not make it a 1-possession game, but hold on just a second. Ooh, the kick is just good. A lot was happening in those couple of seconds. The Bills nearly had A-gap pressure to block the kick, nearly came off the edge to block it, and then Joey Sly barely made it. And by the way, that was the last play of the 3rd quarter. That kick as Dalvin Cook's able to escape, run into his own man, and once again, running into his own man, no problem. Still gets a big gain there. But yeah, we called a timeout for the end of the 3rd quarter to give Joey Sly a fair chance at making that kick with the wind on our side in the 3rd quarter before we went to the start of the 4th. So, interesting play call there. Cost Miami a timeout. 3rd down and 2. Dalvin Cook. He takes on McMillan. He falls forward. He gets the 1st down. Keep an eye on the clock. But the Dolphins definitely are. The Bills definitely are. And the Bills are definitely not looking to pass this rock after the Allen interception to Eric Berry on the previous drive. Or maybe not. Here's Josh Allen. He's passing. He's got Dalvin Cook, who goes out of bounds, stops the clock, but a nice gain of 7 yards. Now back to the ground to Dalvin Cook, who gets away from McMillan, who gets away from Berry, and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Buffalo's in business again. Here's Akeem Hunt. This time can't get away from Berry, down at the 23, 6 minutes left in the game, and in the season for one of these two teams, barring overtime. Huge 3rd down and 8. Probably a passing down, and it is for Josh Allen. Intercepted by Bryce Hall. Once again, the Miami defense comes through. The offense is pinned at their own 9, but no points on the drive for the Buffalo Bills, and 5 minutes for the Dolphins to get out of this jam. At some point, a touchdown is needed. A field goal wouldn't be bad either. An interception is costly and could be detrimental and end the season, and that is exactly what happens. Colin Johnson can't bring it in. Micah Hyde can. Allen surprisingly passing the ball on 2nd down. Just gets it off to the end zone. Intercepted Barry's butt is in bounds. That's an INT and a touchback. And what is Josh Allen doing? Potentially selling his team out when all they had to do was run the clock out. They've given the Miami Dolphins one more opportunity. What can Rosen do? Can he come through in the clutch? Or will this be a cold and harsh ending to the Dolphins season? They look like, well, Dolphins looking to try to find the C right now. A little bit out of place right now in these elements, and not even getting the first down. Losing valuable time here on every single play. No huddle for the Dolphins. Obviously up tempo here for the rest of the game on the offensive end. Boston Scott's got the first down. That's good, but the Dolphins need to get big plays and get out of bounds to stop the clock at some point. Still 2 timeouts in their arsenal. Scott runs the ball yet again. Minimal gain yet again as the Dolphins can't seem to block for Scott. They try to block for Rosen, who's looking for Lamb, but cannot connect because of the pressure. 3rd down and 8. Rosen out route. He's got Mohamed Sanu. Sanu making a rare appearance. He's got the first down and stops the clock. That was nearly the game-ending interception. Here's Rosen. Just gets it off, and that's way over the head of Grant. Once again, immediate pressure affecting Rosen. Only 3 men rushing. 3rd down. Rosen dancing. Gotta get it off, and it goes through the hands of C.D. Lamb. 4th down, not field goal range, season on the line. Here's Rosen down. Edmonds got him there, unblocked, and it's a turnover on downs. Not a kneel down situation, and nearly a terrifying situation for the Buffalo Bills as Minka put a big hit on Dalvin Cook. Going nowhere. Timeout called by the Dolphins. That was their last. The Bills gonna keep it on the ground. Derek Brown trying to strip that ball out. He can't get it done, and the Bills taking down valuable time and get the punt off with about 1:15 left in this game. Aguilar trying to field the ball. Flag on the play, and it's actually going to be a flag on the Bills. So the Dolphins actually get field position out of Aguilar's potentially, bonehead play there, as this is going to be C.D. Lamb getting the catch, getting out of bounds. The Bills need a touchdown, field goal, doesn't matter. A score, but they need an onside kick at some point. Rosen to Gesicki. That was nearly caught by Levi Wallace to officially put the final dagger in. Doesn't even matter if it was caught by the Dolphins. Holding on the play, and that penalty is accepted. Gesicki again. Can't make the catch. Neither can the Bills secondary. We live to play another down. Maybe a couple more. 3rd down and 12. Rosen, middle, wide open. Colin Johnson, first down, inbounds, not in field goal range, so we run, hurry up, and try to run a play to at least give Joey Sly a chance before we onside kick this, or maybe just take a shot to the end zone. Only 28 seconds left here, so we gotta go, and we gotta go quickly. Johnson out of bounds, and man, that's still not field goal range. So we got to keep the offense on the field. Here's Rosen. Got to get it off. Oh my! Downfield! Nearly had Raymond. It looked like he did, but Raymond couldn't make the catch. Here is Rosen moving the pocket. Only 13 seconds left, and that's not going to be caught. And probably a good play for the Dolphins because it will stay incomplete. 3rd down. It looked like Grant fell on his route. And now here we are, not in field goal range. Just got to take a shot to the end zone on 4th down. Rosen lets it go. Colin Johnson, one-on-one. Micah Hyde makes the play to at least knock the ball out. Turnover on downs. Dawes with the knee, and the Buffalo Bills are going to the AFC Championship game. Buffalo will be hosting the title game as the Miami Dolphins, for the 2nd season in a row, bow out in the divisional round of the playoffs. There was just something missing that game for Miami. For whatever reason, just couldn't put together the full 40-minute game of football. We came close, we made plays, but mainly on the offensive end, it was a bit of a letdown and a bit of a cold and harsh reality on what may have been Josh Rosen's last game starting at quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, with Khalil Tate waiting in the wings. The future of the Miami Dolphins is very uncertain, with a lot of assets going into the offseason, going into the draft, a lot of cap space. This Miami Dolphins team, once again, could completely change. But for now, we bow out in the divisional round of the playoffs. So, a tough loss for us. But hopefully, this will only help us in season 3, and we will continue the rebuild of the Dolphins, because the rebuild is not done yet. There's a lot of youth that needs to improve, and like I said, a lot of cap space and a lot of capital to try to make moves in the offseason. We'll see what we can do, but that will do it for today's video. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed the game. Pretty cool game in the snow and all that. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching, and especially supporting this CFM series.